Hello friends, welcome back. This is Amit from Magnet, and today we are going to create this nice Japanese temple environment scene inside Unreal Engine 5.5. So first take a look what we are going to create today. So first I open my Unreal Engine and I choose this games option here and click on this third person template. And here I click on the starter content and name my project as tutorial and click on this create. And once it open, first I go to the file and create a new level and click on this empty level. Then hit on this create. And now we're going to quickly set up our lighting. So we go to the window and click on this environment light mixer. Then click on this create skylight, create directional light, create sky atmosphere, create volumetric cloud and create height fog. Then we go down and click on this volumetric fog. Then we close this window. So this is our lighting and now we're going to create a landscape for our scene. So we go to the selection mode button here, click on this landscape and we don't need to change anything here, just click on this create. Then we go back to our selection mode. So we go over here and click on this selection. And now first we're going to put a mannequin to our scene so we can understand the actual size. So we go to this characters folder, then we go to this mannequins, go to the mesh and put a mannequin over here. And before you do anything, we're going to save our level. So we go to the file, click on this save all and we're going to name our level as tutorial and click on this save. And now we're going to create a blockout for our scene. So for this, we go to this content folder and click on this static mesh filter. And if you not have this static mesh filter over here, just go to this 3-line option, then just click on this static mesh filter here. So first we're going to create a roadway here. So we're going to use this plane, just put it over here. And we're going to disable all this snapping. So just click over here. So we can move freely. And instead of using this plane, we're going to use this one, which is called this floor. So we just put it over here and we delete this plane here. Place it here like this and we're going to increase its scale a little bit here. So this is our roadway and now we're going to make a stair over here. So for this, we're going to use the same asset. So just duplicate it here and we place it here and we're also going to decrease its scale. So we press R and decrease the scale like this. And for the reference, we're going to download a stair model so we can understand the actual size. So for this, we go to the window and go to the fab. And I'm using this model from Quixel. Just click on this add to project. And once it download, here is the model. So I'm going to put this model over here. So just drag it over here like this. Then we're going to rotate this model. Okay, just like that. And also we move this model over here. And as you can see that this stair model is little bit wide. So we're going to widen our path as well. So we press R and we increase it width. And also we're going to duplicate this stair model and place it here. And we're going to duplicate this one by pressing and hold the Alt key and just drag this axis. and then we place it here. Maybe we're going to decrease the length of this platform, so we just drag this stair over here. Okay, like this. Then again we duplicate this platform again and place it here, and we're going to duplicate this stair model again and place it here. Okay, just like that. And now we're going to make a barricade here. So using this same model here, so we just duplicate this one and we rotate this. And also we duplicate it once again. So press and hold the Alt key and just duplicate it here. And then we're going to create a barricade over here as well. So we press E to get this rotation gizmo, and then we press and hold the Alt key and just rotate this axis like this. So in this way we can rotate as well as duplicate this asset at the same time. And also we're going to duplicate several times to extend this area. So we press W, and also we change this coordinate to local, and then we're going to duplicate this here. And also do the same thing to this side as well. And now we're going to make a platform over here. So for this we're going to use the same asset. So we duplicate this one and then we rotate. And we have to fill all this area. So we're going to increase its scale. So we press R and increase the scale. Just like that. And also we duplicate it here. Okay, just like that. So this is our blockout, and now we're going to put the asset. So first we're going to put the Japanese temple asset here. So for this we're going to download some asset from the fab, and for the temple asset I'm using this asset. So just click on this add to project, and as you can see that this is not compatible with 5.5 version. So we go to this drop down menu and select the highest possible version, which is the 5.4, and then just click on this add to project. And after download, there is the assets, and if we enable the static mesh filter, we can visualize all these assets here. And now I'm going to put this one over here. So place it here like this. And also we're going to duplicate it here as well. Just like this. And now we're going to put another asset. And I'm going to put a door assets here. So I'm going to use this one. Then I'm going to increase its scale. And also rotate this. Okay, just like this. Okay, so this is our temple, and also we're going to put other temples here and there. So let's see. Okay, so this is our basic layout, and now we're going to put some trees over here and there. So for the tree, again I'm going to download some asset from Fab, and for the tree I'm going to use this European Black Elder collection. Just click on this add to project, and after download you can find all this tree asset under this folder called this Black Elder. And if you enable the static mesh filter, you can visualize all these trees together. And now we're going to put some trees here and there to design this area. So first we go over here and we're going to increase its scale like this, and also going to use the same tree here and there to fill this area. Okay, so as you can see that I put some of the tree behind those temples here, and you can see that this look nice. And in this point, we're going to create our camera and a sequence. So for the camera, we go to this box option here, and then go to the cinematic and create a cine camera actor. And then we go to this outliner section and select our camera and right click on it and click on this snap object to view. And then we go to the sequencer tab and create a label sequence, and we want to name it as a tutorial sequence and then click save. So this is our sequence, and here we're going to bring our camera. So again we go to this outliner section and search for our camera. Here it is, and we drag it over here. Then we're going to select our camera component and we go to its details panel. First we go to this film back option and we go to this preset option and we select 16:9 DSLR. Then we come over here and we decrease our current focal length. So maybe we put 15 over here. So in that way we get this kind of nice wide angle lens here. And also we select our camera component again and go to its details panel, and in the search bar we type for exposure. Then we go to this exposure tab and activate this metering mode, and we change it from auto to manual. And then also we go to this exposure compensation and we increase the value to 10. And then again we go to this outliner section and search for our fog settings. So in the search bar we type for fog, and here is the exponential height fog. Select this one. Then we go to its details panel and also clear this search section. And here we go to this fog density and we decrease the value. Okay, just like that. And also we're going to change our light position. So we select our viewport here. Then we press and hold the Ctrl and L button in the keyboard. And then if we move our mouse like this, we can change our directional light position. And then we go to the search bar again and search for our directional light. So here it is. And then first we go to the intensity and we decrease the value to maybe 6 here. And then we go to the source angle and we increase the value. So in that way our sun will be very bigger and our shadow will be very softer here. So you can visualize this over here. So if we decrease the value, you can see that our shadows are getting sharp here. And if we increase the value, we can get this kind of nice diffuse shadow here. Okay, so these are the setting we made for now. And now again we're going to design our scene. So we go to this content browser again, and here we're going to put some different trees here and there. So first we're going to put this one. So we just bring it over here and we place it here. And also we're going to increase its scale. And also we're going to put some bigger trees over here. So let's see. So maybe use this one. And we're going to duplicate this one again. Okay, so as you can see that I put some of the trees here and there and it looked very dynamic now. And also we're going to put some trees here as well. Okay, so as you can see that this look nice. And also we go to this sequencer and we go to this camera component and we decrease this camera aperture value. Okay, just like that. And now if we change our directional light position here, we can get this kind of nice view here. And now we're going to put some trees to this front side also. So for this again I duplicate the same tree here. And now we're going to design this ground area here. So for this, again, I'm going to download some asset from Fab. So for the ground asset, I'm using the Quixel library, and in the search bar, I type for Japanese, and we got so many assets related to Japan. So from here, we download some of the ground assets. So let's see what we have here. So these are the assets that I have downloaded from Fab, and now I'm going to put them here. So first I'm going to use this one, just put it over here. And I'm going to place it here like this. And also I'm going to scale this up a little bit. And replace it here. And I'm also use the same material to this asset here, so it can blend properly. So I selected this asset, then we go to its details panel, and then we go to its material. Just click over here to find this material. Here it is. And now I'm going to apply this same material over this. So just drag it over here like this. And as you can see that it apply the material here. And now I'm going to place this asset over it manually. And as you can see that we have some of the seams here. So let's fix them. So for this we're going to use other assets. So we go back from this folder here, and we go to this Fab folder and also enable the static mesh filter. So here we have other assets. So maybe use this one. And we're going to rotate this. We're going to increase its scale. And now I'm going to put them little bit down here so it cannot look similar. So like this. Okay. And finally we have other asset, so we can put it here. So it will give the extra details to our road here. So we're going to rotate this like this. And we dip it down here. Okay, so as you can see that this look nice now. And now I'm going to design this wall area here. So I'm using the same asset to design this wall. So I'm duplicate this one and just place it here, and we rotate this. Also rotate it this side. And also rotate this side. So we're going to enable this snapping here and set it to 5 degrees, and then we rotate it to 90 degree here, and then also duplicate it and place it here. Okay, and now I'm going to duplicate this several times to cover this wall here. So I select both of them and just place it here like this. And as you can see that this side of this asset is empty here. So we're going to fix it. So we just selected this asset. Then we go to its details panel here. And also we go to this material, just double click to open. Then we go to this material property overrides, expand this. And here you will find this option called this two-sided. Just activate this option and also enable it. Then we're going to save these settings and also minimize this. And also we're going to duplicate this asset and we rotate this and just place it here to cover the back side here, and also extend it here like this. Okay, so this is how I make this side, and also use the same technique to make this side as well. So now as you can see that this is how our walls look like. Okay, and also we're going to apply the same asset over here to design this area. So again I duplicate this one, and also we go to the scale gizmo here by pressing R and only decrease the Z axis scale. So we just select the Z axis scale and we just decrease the scale. So in that way it will look little bit flat here, and also disable the snapping and we place it here like this. Okay, and also apply the same material to this asset. So we're going to navigate to the material here. So here is the material, just click on this magnifying switch and then we just apply this material to this asset here. So in that way it will blend nicely. So do the same thing here as well. And also we're going to apply the same material to the stairs as well, so it can blend nicely. So I'm going to use this material. So I select this asset and then we go to its details panel, and here is the material. Just navigate it here and then just apply this material here. So you can see that this blend nicely. So do the same thing here as well, and also to the stairs here. And one thing you have noticed, the seam here. So we're going to select this plane and we make it little bit down here like this, and also select this asset and place it here. Okay, and also we're going to select this asset, this wall asset, and we duplicate it here, or maybe not this one, select this one, then we duplicate it here and we place it down like this, and also duplicate it here to fill this area. So we press W to get this rotation gizmo and just rotate it here. Okay, do the same thing here as well. So we select both of them and just duplicate it here. So now you can see that this look nice here. And now I'm going to download some other wall asset from Fab. So I'm going to download this Japanese railing. So I just add it to my project. So here is the asset, and if we go to this 3D folder here and enable the static mesh filter, you can see both of this railing asset here. So now we're going to apply them here. So first we select this one and place it here. And as you can see that this look really amazing. Maybe we can increase the size little bit. So I press R and increase the scale like this. Place it a little bit down here. And now I'm going to duplicate this asset, or you can use another one. So just place it here and we rotate this. But before we rotate, we enable the snapping here. So we can rotate perfectly to 90° here. And then we place it here. And also increase the scale little bit. Then we place it down. And now we duplicate it several times. So we just press and hold the Alt key and just duplicate it here. So eventually you can see that our scene really look nice here. Okay, and now I'm going to design the ground area here. So for this, we're going to download some asset from Fab again. So for the ground, I'm going to download some asset from this Quixel library. So as you can see that I have downloaded several assets from Fab and I'm going to use them to design this ground area here. So first I'm going to start from here and I'm using this asset. So I just bring it over here and then I'm going to increase its scale like this and also I rotate this. Okay. And then also I press R to get the scale gizmo and increase the scale from this axis. So just like this. And also we place it here. Okay. And also again I press R to get the scale gizmo and also increase the scale in this axis here. And then I place it here like this. Okay. Then also I duplicate it here. And now I'm going to use this asset. So just bring it over here like this. And you can see that it has small rocks here. So it will be look nice here. Okay. And now we have other assets. So we can use them. So maybe we can use this one. So it's a very nice asset for this root asset. So we can use them. Okay. And also we can use the same technique to design this side. So I duplicate the same asset here. Okay, so as you can see that this area look very nice here. And also we can use the same technique to design this side as well as this side here. So also we have other assets. So if we go to this Fab folder here and also enable the static mesh filter, and as you can see that we have other assets here. So maybe we can use them. So maybe we can use this one and also increase its scale like this. And we place these assets over here. And also we can use this material to the landscape so it can blend nicely. So we select this asset and here is the material. Just click on this magnifying switch and here is the material. Then we're going to apply this material to our landscape. So we select our landscape. Then we go to its details panel and we go down and here is the slot for landscape material. So we just bring this material to this slot here. Okay, so in that way we can apply this material to our landscape and now we can design the landscape a little bit more by those assets. So again I go to this 3D folder and also enable the static mesh filter. So maybe use this one and we can increase its scale like this. So there are several assets. You can use anything you want and also maybe use this one. So as you can see that eventually our scene look very nice here. And now I'm going to download some other Japanese props from Fab Marketplace. So again, I'm going to download some Japanese asset from this Quixel library. Okay, so I have downloaded several assets, so let's use them. So first I'm go over here and I use this statue model over here, and also I increase its scale. Okay, so now you can see that with these props, this area look nice here. And also I'm going to duplicate this asset and place it here. So just duplicate it over here like this. And also I'm going to make this statue face towards this side. So I right click on this statue, then I go to this transform and click on this mirror Y. Okay, so in that way you can see that this statue is facing towards this side. Okay, and also I can use other assets, so maybe I can use this one. Okay, so as you can see that I put those assets into this side and this side, and it can specify our roadway here. So this look nice now, and maybe we can also decrease its scale. And now I'm going to arrange our tree little bit more here, so it can look very vegetated here. Okay, and also I go to the sequencer tab, and as you can see that our scene look very dark here. So maybe we go to this current aperture value of this camera component, and then we decrease the value. So our scene will look very brighter here. Okay, just like that. And also we can change our directional light position here like this. Okay, so this look nice for now. And also I'm going to download some other tree asset from Fab. Okay, so here are so many tree assets from Quixel library. So maybe I'm going to use this one. So I just bring it to my project. So this is the tree asset that I have downloaded. So I'm applying it here, and I'm going to scale this asset a little bit higher, so it can look as a very thick tree here. So as you can see that, and I'm going to increase the scale a little bit more. Then I'm going to rotate this, so it can look very big tree here. Okay, just like that. And also I duplicate it this side here as well, and I place it here. Okay, and also if we go to this black elder folder again, and here are some of the small plants as well, so we can use them. So maybe use this one over here. And now I'm going to apply some of the falling leaves as well as some of the falling sticks here. So this is the asset pack called this Megascan Forest Path. So I'm going to add this asset to my project. And after download, I go to this content folder and also disable the static mesh filter. And here is a folder called this MS Forest Tute. Just double click to open and also enable the static mesh filter. And I'm going to use this falling leaf asset here to this surface, and I'm going to use the foliage system. So I go to the selection mode and select the foliage, and here I'm going to add this asset over here. So just click and drag it over here. Okay, and then I'm going to change some settings. So first I'm going to go to this brush size and I decrease the size to 20 here, and also go to this paint density. I increase it all the way 1. Then I go down here and I go to the density option and I increase the value to 500. Then also I go down here and disable this align to normal switch here. And I go to the Z offset value and I decrease the value to maybe -1 here, and also go to the maximum, which is -0.5. Okay. Then I'm going to start painting here. So first I start from here. So I just click, and as you can see that this is our falling leaves looks like. Okay, and as you can see that our leaves look nice here, but as you can see that it is not properly blend with the surface here. So in order to blend it properly, I go to open this asset, just double click to open this asset here. And then also I go to its materials, so just double click to open this material here. And I go to this color overlay, just click on this color wheel here, and I'm going to decrease the value here. So in that way I can darken up this asset little bit so it can blend nicely here. And when you're satisfied with this setting, just click on this OK and also save all these settings here. Okay, so now you can see that it blends nicely here. And also we have some of the falling sticks model here, so we're going to use them as well. So we select those falling sticks here, just select all of them, and then we go over here and I just drag all these assets over here like this. And this time I'm going to deselect the falling leaves here and only select those sticks here. And then also I go down and we change some settings from here. So first I go to the density and we increase the value to 200 here, and also disable this align to normal switch here. Then also I go to the Z offset and we decrease the value to -1 and maximum to -0.5. Okay, so now start painting again. Okay, so as you can see that with these falling leaves and those sticks, this area look very organic here. Okay, and also we have some of the grass assets here, so we can also use them. So again I go to this content browser and here are some of these grass assets. So maybe use this one, and maybe some of these grasses here. So we're going to use them. So we just drag it over here. And this time we're going to disable all these sticks model here and only select those falling leaves and those grasses here like this. And again we're going to change some settings here as well. So I go to this density and we increase the value to maybe 400 here, and also I disable the align to normal switch and also do the same thing here. So I put -1 to the minimum here and zero point 0.5 minus zero point 0.5 to the maximum here. And if we change our directional light position, so I press Ctrl and L and just move our mouse here like this. You can see that this look very nice here. And also we're going to change some settings to our tree position here. So I go back to our selection mode and then we select this tree here, and maybe we can place it a little bit closer here like this. And also we're going to reposition our small plants here like this. Okay, so as you can see that I changed some tree position and also put other extra trees here and there. And now you can see that this area look very dense forest here. So I think this look very nice here. And also you can see that our sticks are not blend with the ground here nicely. So again, I do the same thing to the sticks here. So if I go over here and open any sticks model from here, and then I go to its material, just double click to open. And then also I go to this color overlay and I go to this color overlay and enable these settings. Then I go to this color wheel and we decrease the value here. So our sticks look very dark here and you can see that it blends nicely here. Okay, just click on this OK and also save the settings and also minimize this. So now you can see that this look very amazing here. Okay, so now if we change our light position, so I press Ctrl and L, and if we change our light position here, you can see that this look very nice here. Okay, and now we're going to change some settings to our camera to make our scene a little bit more better here. So I go to the sequence and then I go to this camera component. Then I go down here. First I go to the bloom settings and I activate this method and we change the method from standard to convolution here. And then also we go down here and go to this chromatic aberration and go to the intensity and we increase the intensity to maybe 0.25 and also go to the start offset and increase the value little bit. So our chromatic aberration not affect the entire scene but only to the edges here. Okay, then also I go down and I go to the lens flare option, go to the intensity, and if we enable this one you can see that there are nice lens flare here. So if we change our directional light, so press Ctrl and L and change the directional light position and you can get this kind of nice lens flare here. Okay, but you can see that the lens flare intensity is too high, so we're going to decrease the value. So here is the camera component and we go down to the lens flare settings. So here it is and we decrease the value to maybe 0.1 or maybe 0.01. Okay, so in that way we get little bit of lens flare here. And then also we go down here, go to the image effect, expand this, and we're going to put little bit of vignette to our scene like this. And also we go down here, go to the color grading, then we go to the midtones, expand this, and also go to the gain, activate this option, and we also expand this. Then we're going to change the midtone little bit. So maybe we can make this scene little bit of greener tint here. So if we just put a little bit down here, you can see that this looks something like this here. Okay, and also we can change our directional light position little bit this side here. Okay, so in these settings you can see that our scene look more nice here. So this is all about your taste, so you can experiment with this wheel here. So you can see that this look very nice here with this nice green tint here. Okay, so this is how you can design this, or we can also increase our little bit of exposure here. So you can see that our scene look very dark here. So I go up here and expand this camera exposure, and we're going to increase the value to maybe 10.5 here. So in that way our scene little bit brighter here. Okay, so as you can see that after repositioning some of the trees here and there and also put some other trees here and there, you can see that this area look very nice here. And also we're going to delete this mannequin here. So just select this mannequin and just delete. And now you can see that this look really awesome here. And now I'm going to do some additional designing like some of the IV stands here and there. So let me show you that how I get those assets. So I'm going to download this Electric Dream Environment project. So after download, you will find this file called this Electric Dream Environment. Just double click to open. And here is the project file. But we don't need to open this project. First you go to this content folder. And then we're going to copy all this asset to our actual project directory. So we just select all of them and just copy them. And we're going to paste all this asset to our actual project directory. So we open Epic Game Launcher, and here is our actual project file, which is called this tutorial. Just right click on it and click on the show in folder. Then we go to this content folder, and here we're going to paste all these assets. So just right click and paste. Okay, and after copy, if we go to this content browser, you can get all these folders over here. And in order to work it properly, we're going to restart our Unreal Engine. And after restart, we're going to open our level. So I go down and going to open our level, which is called this tutorial. And also we're going to reopen our sequence. Then also we activate our camera. Just click over here. Okay. And now we're going to put our IV assets. So we go to this content browser. Then we go up. And here you can find this folder called this custom. Just double click to open. And inside this folder, you will find this folder called this IV test. Just double click to open. And here you can get so many IV stands here. So we're going to use them. So maybe we come over here and we're going to put some IV stands over this tree here. So maybe use this one. And we're going to increase its scale. So I press R and we increase the scale of this. And we place it over here. And one thing you have noticed that the material is not properly set here. And in order to fix this, we go to its details panel. So come over here. Then we go down. And here is the material. So you can see that the material look very black. So we're going to open this material. And here you will find this substrate node. So we're going to delete this substrate node from here. But before we delete, we're going to reconnect all this node to here. So we make this window full screen here. And then we're going to connect all this node here. So first we come over this base color. So in order to hook this node over here, press and hold the control key. And when you see this palm icon, just click and then just reconnect here. Okay. And also do the same thing for this metallic. Just connect it here. Do the same for this specular and so on. Okay, so that's it. Just click on this apply. And then we minimize this window. And now you can see that the issue is fixed here. So now we're going to place this IV stands over here. Okay, so you can see that with this IV stands, this look really amazing here. And also we can use this IV plants here. So maybe if we come over here and use it, and also we're going to increase its scale like this. And you can see that the same problem here, that the texture is not properly applied. So we can do the same thing also. So we're going to select this asset Then I go to its details panel and open the material from here. So now you can see that this look nice here. So now I'm going to duplicate it several times. So as you can see that with this root asset, this look really amazing here. Okay, so this is how I designed this area here. So I show you that how I designed this area, and now you have to take your time to design these micro details in your scene. Okay, and now I'm going to show you that how we can make a nice camera animation here. So for the camera animation, we go to the sequencer, and here we're going to animate our camera. So let's see, we're going to make a 10 seconds long video. So first we go to this FPS tab here, then go to this drop down menu, then I go to the show time as, and I select the seconds. Okay, so in that way we can see our time as a seconds. And now I'm going to increase our timeline. So I go to this option here and type 10. So here is the 10 seconds long timeline, and we're going to extend our end marker here. So just click on this red bracket here, and also we're going to extend our camera cut. So just click over here and drag it to the end here. Okay, just like that. Then we come to our very first frame here, and we're going to change our key interpolation method. So we just click over here and click on this linear, and then we go down to this transform switch. Just click to this keyframe here, and also we're going to click this auto keyframe switch here. Then we go to the very end frame here, and we move our camera a little bit further here. Okay, just like that. And now if we come to our very first frame and we play this video, you can see that we get this kind of nice camera animation here. Okay, so we go to the very first frame, and also we're going to move our camera a little bit here and also move it a little bit down here like this. Then if we play, you can see that this look really amazing here. Okay, and also in my actual video, I put some visual effects like the falling leaves. So for the falling leaves, I'm going to download an asset pack. So here is the Rural Australia project. So just click on this add to project. And after download, you will find this Rural Australia folder here. And inside this folder, we go to this FX folder and also go to this falling leaves folder here. And here you can find this particle system for the falling leaves. So we're going to apply this particle system over here. So maybe just click and drag it over here. And now you can see that we can get this kind of nice falling leaves asset instantly. Okay. Okay, so you can see that we get this kind of nice falling leaves asset here. Okay, so these are the complete tutorial for this scene, and I hope you really get the idea. So again, we go to the sequencer and also we delete this keyframe here. And you can see that this is how our scene look like. So I hope you really get the idea here. And now I'm going to show you that how you can render it in a high quality. So in order to render this scene in a high quality, we have to enable a plugin called Movie Render Cube. So for this, we go to the edit, then we go to the plugins, and in the search bar, we type for movie, and here we'll find this plugin called this Movie Render Cube. Just enable this one, and also enable this Movie Render Cube additional render passes, and click on this yes, and we have to restart our engine. So just click on this restart now, and also we save our progresses. And now we're going to render our scene. So we go to the window, go to the cinematic, and click on this Movie Render Cube. And then we go to this render tab and select our actual level. So in this case, our level name is tutorial sequence. Just click over here. Then we go to this settings tab and click on this unsafe config. And first we're going to delete the JPEG sequence. Just delete this one. Then we go to the settings and click on this anti-aliasing. And we're going to increase the temporal sample count to maybe 16 here. And also click on this override anti-aliasing. And then also we click on this use camera cut for warm up, and also click on this render warm up frames. Then again we go to the settings, click on this camera and just leave it as it is. Then we go to the settings. Then we go to this color output and click on this misc and just click on this disable tone curve. Okay. Then again we go to the settings, click on this high resolution and also click on this override subsurface scattering. Then again we go to the settings and click on this game overrides. And we don't need to change anything here. Then finally we go to the settings and click on this EXR sequence because our render output will be in EXR format. Then finally we go to the output and here from you can select your output directory and then also you can increase or decrease the desired resolution here. And also you can set up your custom frame rate here. So in default it's set to 24 fps, but if you click over here you can change the desired frame rate from here. So I generally use the 23.976 and it is all up to you that which frame rate you want, and then just click on this accept. Then just click on this render local and your file will be ready. And if you want to know that how you can make those EXR sequence into a video file, you can check my previous tutorial on that. So this is for today and I hope you really get the idea that how you can build this kind of scene, and I hope you really enjoy this. So if you like this video, I recommend you to check my other videos, and if you like those videos, please do subscribe this channel and turn the notification on. And you can also download this project file for free from my Patreon page, so make sure that you visit my Patreon. So this is for today and I am Amit and you will see me in my next video. So till then, take care and bye bye.